morning, guys. I was guided to bring in some spirit animals this morning to guide us on our path. Of course, the unicorn came out first, which I love, but I love it for so many reasons. It's really talking to us about, the work that we're doing on our chakras, on our meridians, on our Kundalini path, right? Really tapping into that storm that I have been seeing come out in the feminine and masculine work. But they're really showing me, right, that dark moon that is coming, that full moon in Leo, that it's very important that this is work. This is just the beginning, right? We're doing bite-sized chunks here with this little mouse. On the other side of it in the day, right? The day after the moon, someone really needs to hear this, right? It's going to be like rising out of the fire. And I feel like that's because we're rising into those water codes. Okay, so we're rising out of the fire into those water codes. And so we're doing this in little chunks. We are going after this in little bits in this celestial spark, okay, this celestial storm. So they brought out, the center-defined solar plexus. Now, those with the defined solar plexus or emotional center produce an emotional wave that travels up and down the emotional spectrum. This is the most powerful center in the body graph, producing the wave of spirit awareness. Like a supercomputer, this defined center takes time to process decisions through the perspectives of the wave, right? So know that you're going to be taking time, to process all of that, right? Came out with the ant, patience. The I Ching 5, waiting, self-care, taking care of yourself, especially if you are a part of a community, right, where you do a lot, right? They're really showing right here. We've got that emotional center, and if we look at this right here, right, look at that. Your heart is surrounded by upper and lower emotional centers here, This is the authority. This is where you're using the new discoveries to identify ego and putting ego in its place. Ego identity authority is the inner knowing to follow the initiative power, of 51 to 25. So in tarot, that would be 6 and 7. So you're moving on a path. Ego identity authority only occurs when the 51-25 channel is defined, while the emotional solar plexus, sacred, and splenic centers below are all undefined. So it's like you're trying to move yourself out of the emotional center, right? Coming out in a different aspect of yourself, right? The spiritual awareness, but it's almost like a center of, they're telling me kind of like a protection, The ego heart center and the identity G center are connected by a defined channel of initiation. And I just felt like a whole shift. I don't know if you guys ever get that, where all of a sudden your whole equilibrium goes off. That just happened. Initiation, which provides clarity through the theme of this channel. And I feel like this is talking about not just our inner authority, not just this 51 to 25 channel. I feel like it's us as a collective on this channel. Shocking initiations, okay? Competition and a powerful will to overcome the unknown and transcend into love. This rare authority prompts one to follow their personal empowerment, competitiveness, and willpower in order to find clarity about what is right for them. Here, the strength of the ego's willpower and the circumstances of shocking experiences has the potential to bring clarity. Overcoming shocking initiations bring an inner truth. Okay, these water codes are going to shock the system in a very major way. Okay, we're rising up like the phoenix here. All right, breaking out of this cross of limitations. Okay, the cross of limitations, overcoming, liberating, unbinding. The cross of limitations is about identifying the limits of this reality. There are the people who will challenge limits, adapt to limits, break free from what limits can be broken, and use limits to their benefit, right? What kind of bird can be reborn from a fire, from ash? Recognition of limitations is an enormous theme for this cross, and is also where those with this cross are forced to grow and adapt. Those with this cross are followed by this theme of figuring out which limits, laws, rules, and forces of nature can be beneficial when trapped within them or should be stretched or broken. They are on a journey of learning about which personal limitations can be accepted or transformed into redeeming qualities. The ultimate limitation of living within the human form can become liberating when it is accepted. If someone with the cross of limitations crosses your path, be aware that you might identify or challenge your limits. Okay? You're challenging your limits as you pass this moon. Okay? Buffalo heart. Okay? The medicine of the buffalo is coming through here in abundance. Possession in great measure. Wealth, resources, life force. Okay? All of this is being broken through. All right? And look at that. Walking away from the shadow. Transitoriness, versatility. Okay? Moving from crisis to essence. Okay? To change. A traveler on an emotional journey towards wisdom. This channel pushes one to have more experiences, and with that comes acceptance and maturity of their life's turbulent and transitory nature. This acute, dynamic, and experimental wisdom can eventually be shared in order to teach others. So if you're aligning with that, you're being awakened to what you're going to teach others. Okay? The Jack of all trades channel is one of only two connections between the throat's manifestation power and the emotional center's passion. This channel pushes those who have it into new and unfamiliar situations. Because of this constant pushing into the emotional territory, those with this channel become adept in many areas of life and experiences of the turbulent subconscious. The wisdom and the humanity gained through their emotional journeys has direct access to the throat to be shared, right? You are meant to be walking into, I feel like, right? You're making this timid mouse energy, right? Into the stingray. Look at that, the Kundalini. As you collect what you need to into this life chat container, right? If you haven't watched your Kundalini reading in the soul paths, please do. Okay, your life container here, right? Coming into that wolf energy, that energy that is very much about the collective, but it comes through the growth of self. All right. Okay, birthing a new age. Like I said here, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. We're going to move from this full moon with star Regulus, okay, into these water codes. Have patience as you're rising like the phoenix here. All right. Tell me more about the journey. Okay. Yeah, you're leaving behind the fire codes and the unknown of these emotions. It is your friend. Learn to embrace this feeling of the unknown. Learn to embrace the water codes. Embrace what is coming next here. Okay. Be patient. Embrace this. It's life affirming. Right? And your dreams will become your sanctuary. You'll be getting a lot of communication from angels in your dreams. Keep a journal by your bed. Okay, they're going to be teaching you what you need to teach, and that's very important. It, again, like I said with the mouse, it's coming out breadcrumbs of bliss. As you move into this new realm, it's a little bit at a time. Okay, just a little bit at a time. Don't try to overwhelm yourself. Anything else here, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah. Okay, the challenge here is that don't return back to that overwhelming emotional center. Okay, keep moving forward. Your intention is to move forward, but remember, right, the ego, the authority is going to try to pull you back into that shadow, into that dark moon. Yeah, okay. You've got to keep going on the path forward, no matter how much you feel that pull to stay in the past, right? We're letting go, okay? Buffalo heart. We're letting go of what was for what is. Again, very challenged by that fear to take the leap of faith. Okay, but you're letting go of that fear. There's the back and forth, right? Underneath, remember the healing light of spirit. Okay, as you rise like the phoenix, that healing light of spirit is there with you. Advice going forward to the moon. Okay, again, 5 of stones. You've got the endurance. Use the fire codes through the moon. Okay, deal with this tower energy that you've been trying to hide from, right? Ego is right here waiting for you to work through this. Okay, pull yourself out of the emotion of it. Okay, so that you can transition to the water codes. Okay, so that you can have that assimilation. 6 of arrows. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Right? The hooded man. We're coming to that moon. You have to really look at what is around you. Okay? So that you don't keep going back and forth. All right. Don't protect your heart, but let your heart be a strength, right? But again, you're being asked to pull out of that emotional empathic center and to let the ego do what it's meant to do, right? To show you a picture. Okay, it's showing you the imagery. That is where the third eye is born from, right? Okay. I feel like the universe is watching you like a hawk. Okay, Knight of Arrows. Right? Did you learn from the fire? Are you ready for your water? Right? Have you healed your heart? Have you pulled the arrows out of your heart that are creating insecurity here? There we have it, right? The devil. Okay? You are the guardian of your secrets. But how long do you want to hold on to them? Look, walk away, right? Guardian of your secrets. Walk away. Let it go. Don't be afraid of being judged. That's what you're afraid of being judged. Don't be afraid of being judged, okay? The balance will fall where it is meant to. And there we have that wealth again, that abundance. 9 of Cups. This will lead you to the ultimate fulfillment here, okay? Don't lose, right? Don't lose that patience. 9 of Arrows to the 8 of Arrows to the Ace of Arrows, okay? If you can get through that, right, you'll find your direction. So I hope that this helped you guys. It was an interesting energy that came through this morning, and I really needed to send it out to you. Love and light, and I will see you next time. All right? Bye.